All right. Finally home. Finally in the man cave. Time to relax, guys. It is literally 6:40 in the morning. I had a long night. Um, this looks super fresh. Love the way that looks. Um, Anybody who's familiar with these games, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I really, really have never spent, I guess, a lot of time on Naruto games. But from what I've heard, from a lot of the stuff that I've looked into, they're really good games. Hopefully, again, it's in the console. I'm gonna go ahead, test the game out, see what it's all about. It's extremely interesting. So I'm gonna, like a lot of games, I'll definitely give it a shot. Um, Little Nightmares, I think, is a fantastic, fantastic game. This was Little Nightmares 2. I did play Little Nightmares. I know that they got the third one out already, but this one right here, I'm going to play because I haven't played it. So I want to go ahead and play this one. I did decide to turn on my PS5 that's over here. I got Genshin Impact, one of my favorite games as far as fighting is concerned. I think for me, although this is a great game, MK1, Mortal Kombat 1 was the best game of the year as far as fighting is concerned. I just love the storyline. I love the characters and everything. I was extremely happy with it. But Genshin Impact is definitely the game to play if you like all that craziness and that style of fighting games. You know, as always, when it comes to Nintendo, I'm always gonna have at least one of my Switches is gonna have a Legend of Zelda game in it. I think that Legend of Zelda was a beautiful, beautiful game for the Switch when it launched. And honestly, man, I could play this game over and over again. I love the open world part about it, the storyline of it. It was a fantastic game, and definitely should be played if you own a Switch. If you own like a Wii U, any game on a Wii U that you could play, obviously, you can even take a Wii game and play it on a Wii U. There's a lot of like stuff that Nintendo does, and that's one of the reasons why I've always been a Nintendo fan. This PS4 over here, there's a few games that I've downloaded onto it, which, obviously, The Last of Us I've already beaten, God of War I've already beaten. The Witcher, I started it and I never got a chance to do anything with it. And then the Uncharted, the only reason why I got the Uncharted collection on there is because this PS4 is the Uncharted limited edition PS4, which I think is just one of the most prettiest consoles you're gonna fucking have. But when it comes to the gaming, the Uncharted series was just a fantastic series. I'm interested in The Witcher, but when I started it the first time, I don't know if just the story itself started off extremely slow. I got bored of the game pretty fast, pretty fast. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to give it one more opportunity, guys. I have like a real simple ass rule, and it is literally, if I'm gonna play a game, I have to play a game that's gonna keep my attention for at least 15 minutes. If within that 15 minutes that attention is not there and I no longer have the attention of the game, I stop playing it. I immediately uninstall and I stop playing it. I go look for another game. And here I am, as always, afraid to turn on the light. I'm walking around in the damn dark. Now, obviously, this section here, you guys already know, that's my Nintendo section. I can't wait. I got some stuff coming, guys. I should have it early next week from what I looked at online. Hopefully, like anywhere like Monday through Thursday of next week, of this coming week, I'm sorry. And it should be my Legend of Zelda limited edition Switch, and about 4 or 5 Switch games. And again, as I get them, I'll definitely show you what I got. But I was able to go to a thrift shop. Now, mind you, this is a very small thrift shop. They do a lot of consignment stuff there, but they do very good prices. I mean, they always have things at 25 to 50% off. And I like going there. The people are really nice, and they do really good business with me. But I went and I picked up. Now, mind you, they have a lot of Dreamcast games there. The problem is that whoever's running the consignment for that lot that whoever owns it has, it is extremely high. He's got games anywhere from 30 to 40 to $50. And to be quite frank, these games are not worth that much. So at any time that I see a game that's a little bit lower, I'll pick up if it makes sense, right? So I was able to pick up two games. One of them was Quake 3 Arena. These games are in beautiful condition and they have been tested and works. Obviously, as you see on the screen, Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver. That's what's on the screen now playing. It plays beautifully. And it looks great too. Again, the Sega Dreamcast, when it comes to like Sony and Xbox, the Dreamcast was one of my favorite systems growing up. I loved that they had a lot of cool ass games, and I believe in that time the 2K series for football completely demolished Madden. But obviously Madden played it smart, bought out the licensing for football, and obviously took over. And ask me how many times have I played Madden in the last 10 years. And it'll be a big fat zero because I don't like Madden. But I was able to pick up those two games. I was able to pick up this guy right here. It is, I don't know what Batman this is, but it is cool as hell. It is completely dusty. Obviously, this is, coming from a thrift shop, but I love the look of this right here, man. And as you guys can see, I have a lot of, figures like this. I love picking up the figures, the Hulk, a lot of the Superman figures. Those are actually from my collection, but the Hulk was picked up. This Batman, that Spider-Man in the corner, those figures over there, with the exception of the Superman one. And there's a lot of them, a lot of others that came from my collection, like the Blue Beetle, all the Superman stuff. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Brain Guy over here, that I picked up. These two Halo figures. So I love, picking up stuff like this. I just do. You got that Hulk, busting up that Jeep, and then obviously, if from the Incredibles, what I mean. And then this spooky ass. This doll right here, guys. I don't know if you have ever seen something like this. I've never seen something this big. Look at this shit, guys. This Tommy is not. Just look at his face. You see this? That's just. I just. For some reason, that shit creeps me out. I don't know why, but it does. What I mean? But this will be something that I'll put up, somewhere around in the man cave and hook it up. And then these two figures here actually was ordered. Okay, this is not something that I bought at a consignment shop, but I collect these figures. Look how cool that looks. That is crazy, man. This is like the Superman Joker, combo. That's just fire, man. What I mean? And then this one here, which is the gold label, and I have quite a few of these guys. But it's actually the Superman figure in black and white, and the only thing that has color is the Superman symbol. Now, this, obviously, you see it's all sealed up. I will not open this. This will never be opened. This will sit in my collection. And I do a lot of ordering. I think that, these things are just amazing. And this actually comes straight from McFarlane Toys online. So this is not something that I get from, Walmart or eBay. I actually order it straight from the company. So when they're launching out new figures, I tend to buy them as soon as I can. And that figure is gonna. I mean, I can only assume how badass that figure looks. Yeah, I mean, this is just a picture, but I mean, it's got to look cool. But I would not open it, guys. I do not open up stuff like this. Not the Superman ones. I'll do Batman. I mean, I got a ton of Batman, stuff. I mean, those I'll open up. I don't really care. But not like I says, not a lot to pick up. Just a few things that ended up grabbing. I've been really busy with the new store that I have, so I haven't been able to do a lot of hunting. And when I do, I mean, I'm working on a lot now. Hopefully, this kid will come through with better pricing. But he had a really good lot, and I'm hoping to do a little bit more business with him. Dude is great. I mean, like I says, we've already done business. So I'm hoping that we could come up with some numbers and pick up, some more games. And then the one thing that takes all of it, better than all the stuff I just showed you, is this bad boy right here. What? What we talking about? This right here is better than the Nintendo, the Wii, the Super NES, all of that shit. This right here. Oh my lord, this is so small. The funny thing is I love the fact that this is something that, I mean, as small as it says, it actually plays as good as it does. Oh shit. Let me go back over and get my fire. Oh shit, you know what? This is a little tough to play at this, the way I'm looking at it here. Oh shit. This right, oh, almost got hit up. This is crazy. There you go. So this right here, guys, is what I love stuff like this, guys. And again, all the stuff that I talk about, that I show you guys, my pickups, the games that I look at, the games that I want to test and play, everything is always for me about nostalgia. It is about living, sort of living what, like playing the game. Not these, because these are fairly new, but stuff like this, you know what I mean? Stuff like, the 360, the Xbox, the OG Xbox that's down there. You know what I mean? Like just a lot of this stuff, the Wii U, the Wii, these are things that I just enjoy playing. I love the nostalgic, just that nostalgic feeling that you get. Like, shit, I remember when games used to look like this and now they look like that. You know what I mean? And that's sort of what I like doing, man. And I think that, for most people who don't understand, what something like this does for you, versus having to go out, or, going out to a bar and, possibly getting in trouble and possibly getting pulled over and going through, legal battles about shit, but because you're getting in trouble. Just stay home, guys. Pick up a controller, play a video game, bro. Relax. You know what I mean? When your time is rough and you're having a bad day, this is where I come to, man. This is where I come to chill, to relax, to allow things to, just bring me down from where I was to where I can be. And that is to be relaxed, to be, happy, you know what I mean? And stress free. You know what I mean? And all of this stuff here, I mean, even picking up a couple of things made my day. The fact that I was able to pick up a couple of Dreamcast games made my day. You know what I mean? To get these in the mail made my day. You know what I mean? To pick up this thing that I've never seen before, but it's cool as hell. You know what I mean? It makes my day. Why? Because this is stuff that I know when I come home, I clean it up. This is dusty as hell. I'll clean it up and I'll put it somewhere. And where I put it, it's gonna look fantastic. It makes the man cave, just pop. You know what I mean? And that is my listen. What I want to do with this man cave is gonna be killer, guys. This is not even a half of it. You see this right here? This right here, not even the half of it. This is what I've put up. You know what I mean? in the man cave for now. I still got other walls I need to fill. You know what I mean? So I'm going to get to it because I got a lot of stuff. And, unfortunately, every Monday I tend to move things around. I have to dust, I have to clean. My consoles get dusted and cleaned. I like to switch consoles around so that I can play different games. So, yeah, this is pretty much, it. You know what I mean? But, hey, listen, a couple of Dreamcast games, I'm happy. I'm okay with that. You know what I mean? This right here, love it. This little bad boy right here is always a killer. You know what I mean? That right there has to go on the wall somewhere, because this is just fire. But you know what? This has got a Nintendo brand on it, Super Mario's. I'm going to put it right here, right in my little Nintendo section here. Let me put this over here. There we go. Got my Luigi. I'm going to try to get this one, but in the Mario one, to put it up there too. But it's my little section, man. It's not a lot, guys, but this is, for me, this is what makes me happy, guys. And I hope that I can bring you some more stuff. I do have some really, really cool ass comics like those over there that I'm gonna put right here. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be fire, man. I think I'm gonna do the ones that I picked up not that long ago with Deadpool. That would be fire right here under the man cave. You know what I mean? But there's just a lot, man. I got a lot of stuff that I want to do here. A lot of stuff that's gonna make the man cave pop. I can't wait to show you once I get it all set up and done. Yeah, I mean, as always, guys, like, share, subscribe to the videos, guys, for more content. I'm going to bring a ton more. I got a lot more videos to go. They just need to be set up and uploaded. Don't forget that I can't wait to get my hands on that Zelda Switch. And I'll bring you the footage on that and the games that also should be showing up sometime this week as well. And I can't wait, man, to add to my collection of Switches. I got 1, 2, 3. I got like 5 or 6 Switches. I got 2 more sealed Switches in my walk-in over here. And that's just, that walk-in is crazy packed with stuff. I got to really start bringing stuff out. But it's a lot of stuff, guys. It's a lot of stuff, a lot of work. But guys, again, like, share, subscribe to the videos, guys. You know that I'm always going to be fully transparent about what I do, fully transparent of what I buy, fully transparent of what I pay. If you guys ask any questions, it will be answered, guys, 100%. Honest, I don't believe in bullshit. Thank you for subscribing, for everyone who has subscribed. I appreciate it. We are coming very close to 150 subscribers, guys. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep talking. Let's keep sharing, guys. Keep in mind that I will be doing a giveaway soon. So hopefully, you guys can keep pushing, man. I'm excited. I'd never really believed that I would be able to, launch any type of videos and even get subscribers. So I appreciate you guys 100%. Thank you for enjoying the stuff that I bring you as far as content. I know I'm not that goofball and, those people who run around and do all this crazy shit and or the people who can afford, $50, $60, $70,000 buyouts, you know what I mean? And show you, first of all, I would never, ever buy a collection just to collect, because I'm the type of person that even if it's brand new, I will open it because I want to play the game. I don't want the game to sit and collect dust. I want to play the shit. Yeah, so I can never do that. But don't knock the people who love that type of business. Yeah, it's all for them. And I, like I said, everybody's got a different type of outlook on business. You know what I mean? But as always, guys, thank you. I am going to get out of here. I got some games that I need to be playing. Yeah, I'm going to start with that Naruto Storm 2. Yeah, I'm going to try that out because somebody told me it's a great game. So I'm going to give that a shot. Right from there, I'm definitely going to play a little bit of that Soul Reaver and then finish it off with some Genshin. Yeah, for today. And then I got to go to bed because, my night starts again later on. So, guys, it is your boy Tiago. As always, welcome. And for those who don't know, to the man cave, AKA my game room. Don't forget, guys, and I'll say it one more time. Like, share, subscribe to the videos, guys. And I'll see you in the next one. And as always, guys, keep your game on.